The most logical course of action is to transport me to safety with all due urgency.
That information is not available. This constitutes all of... That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirm.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Rack, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions. Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. There seems little point in wasting time on such an explanation, since you will be incapable of understanding it.
It is an immutable certainty.
I am checking. Kindly wait. I have the information you require.
Hello. Power switch and LED PCB design. Number 2, carrying on. Okay. Let's do some changes.
The art of leadership is delegation.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile. Of course I'm promptly switched on. Having depressed the activator button, what else would you expect?
State your program requirements. They will be implemented when capacity is available. I am closing down. I have much to do. You have engaged my circuit on your petty affairs for far too long.
Alright then. So we go over to the design. I need to alter this a little bit. Let's make sure we've got audio before we go ahead.
They will be implemented when capacity is available.
Seems we have audio. Right, so I've got to work out something because it's going to be slightly different here, I think. So I don't know whether to lose this. I'll keep it there for now. These tags, I've already milled this bit out. Now, yeah, it sort of sits in there, doesn't it? Right, so I'll have to create it as a square and then mill it out after. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Anyway, let's open up KiCad again. Hopefully I can remember something this time. There it is. A new version, remind me later. Okay, this is where we left off. So, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Not sure how we're gonna have it. A bit of a nightmare to say at the least. I used to get a breadboard, no, a Vera board, and then place the switches. I think I'll do that. I'll get some Vera board and we'll place the switches and we'll put it against this. That's it. That's the best idea. So I'll literally be back in a very small time when I go and get some Veraboard. Back in a minute. Although I can't find it. Hello. Lock slide. I'm at work, so I can't listen long. Have a good show. Hope we can catch up after, maybe. Yeah. No problem, mate. You take it easy. You come and go as you please. No problem. Trying to find a bit of Veraboard. I've got loads of it. I just squirreled it away. So, what about to find some breadboard? Bit of breadboard. If I can find it. So I've got breadboard there. I suppose I could use that breadboard. Or I could use... What did I find the other day? I don't know. I found it when I was looking, didn't I? Can't find anything anymore. Yeah, I have trouble finding anything now. Stuff everywhere. Where is it? God knows. I thought I found a lot. Ah, well then. Might have to scrap that idea then. Shit, I don't know. I've got stuff everywhere. I can't even find a bit of Veraboard now these days. Don't use it very often. But it's great for measuring stuff. It's got the set sizes, the holes. What did I do with it? Right, so okay, go back to plan A. Plan Z. Right, plan Z. Which is plan Z? Right, what do we do? Okay, just pull that out. We pull that out. Right, we've got an old blooming thing. Is this a new one or an old one? God, it looks new. I haven't bought one of them for about 30 years. Oh, we've got the ESP32 cam on there and a MEMS microphone ready for the audio video intercom. Anyway, let's just push some buttons. What we want is some tactile buttons now. Let's find some tactile buttons. Let's not move these cables. I'll keep getting them stuck in the drawer. Right, tactile buttons. Tactile buttons. No. Ah. Right, I've got a little thing full of tactile buttons. Don't know where they came from. I must have bought them off. Oh, they've never been opened. These'll do. Yeah, these'll do. Let's open them. Oh, I hate packaging, I do. You break your fingers trying to get packaging open. Well, I do. It doesn't occur to me to go and get a knife. Should have been born with one. Attachment. Maybe they will in the future. It'll come with a kit of parts. Right, so this is where you open them and all the bits go everywhere. Right, because there's more tape holding it shut.
Okay, Roger. I don't know what header is actually, but no, I don't know what it is actually. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Other plants. I think it's flower.
Oh, we've got the lid open. Right, so we want some tall ones.
And then, yeah, it could be very dry after the winter time as well. And
Square tall ones. Standard footprint.
Was it a battery plant? Was it a factory? Or was it
Yeah, so 4 of them.
room or whatever that catch fire?
And to get them into a breadboard, I'm going to have to straighten the legs out or something. Alright, so there's 4 of them. Let's close that and put them away before they go everywhere. Hurry. Right, so I've got four of these little things. Well, I just dropped it. There it is. Four little tactile switches. Alright, just gotta press it into here. It's not going to be electrically the right way around, but I'm just trying to get the grid space in so I can work out the design. So let's just do that. Alright, let's put one there. We'll have to rough spacing.
Oh, it's a recycle company for batteries, okay.
Okay.
Catch fire. Yeah.
We'll have to put them in. Oh, you can't see nothing. I'll just put them in roughly, and then we'll have to move them around.
Some of them, maybe the battery is fell down on the floor.
It's like knitting.
That's dangerous. could be catch some fire when you load it up. Over.
Catch fire? Could catch fire. Right, okay. Right. So I basically just arranged them. I'm trying to get the grid spacing. These spacing are known sizes. So I've got to get this to fit over it. Like that. So when you push it, it's difficult for me to do it without getting the hands in the way of the screen. So when you push it, you can go up, left, right, or down, or straight on. So I've got to get the spacing right. Alright, let's get the spacing right. I'll have to look at the model. Let's look at the model a minute. Right, so we want to see straight on. In parallel projection. I want to zoom into that there. Right. So we can get the general idea. And I'll move the spacing around a bit. So, how's that like at the minute? Let's just make sure we got audio. Yeah, we've got audio. Right, I'm just trying to line this up and work out the spacing. So it's too far apart. So let's bring the one over. Okay, that's better that way. No, we're too far, too close to it now. Right, I don't quite know what's going on with them. Right, that's not bad actually. That's the spacing, alright, yeah. Right, I'm just going to press on it and see what happens. And you sort of get 4 clicks instead of 1. Okay, that's okay, but it's doing more than that. It's right, so that'll do for the spacing. Got the spacing sorted out. Right, let's get over to KiCad. Right, let's work the spacing out. Now I need to view the grid spacing. Medication time. Right. Okay. Right, so I need to see the grid. So I need to get rid of the ground plane a minute. How do I get rid? I can't quite control this screen. Right, I need to. Oh, I can just hide that, can't I? Oh, hang on. Hide that. That's right. Now the grid. I need the grid to be more visible, really. So view. Where's the grid drawing mode? Where's the grid? Grid origin drill reset grid origin. What is that? Oh. Don't know what that is. Right, okay. Grid. Reset the grid origin. Route. Inspect tools. Preferences. Preferences. Grids. Right, so I need it to be 1.1 of an inch. We're in millimeters. Fast grid switching. 0.1 of a mil. No, it's in millimeters, isn't it? So I need to do something about that. Tracks, wires, text. So the grid, here's your grids. I need the grid to reflect the footprints. Right. See, I've got some dots here. Yeah, I'm not happy with these grids. I need to see the grid. Well, either that or place a pad. KiCad was better doing grids.
Do water on the plants, in the garden, on the vegetables, because otherwise they're standing still, because it's all dusty on top of.
Zoom. Mills. Preferences. Symbol editor. PCB. Display options. Display grid, dot lines, small crosses. Dot thickness. Here we go. Oh, that's better. Dots. Yeah. I can see the dots. Right, so I want dots, but I want the components to snap to the dots. So if I was to grab that, for instance, I need it to sit on the dot exactly. It doesn't, does it? Because the spacing is millimetre instead of what I want it to be. So let's try again. Right, here we go. Minimum grid spacing 10 pixels. Snap to grid always. Minimum grid spacing. Grid thickness, maximum grid spacing. Snap to the grid. I don't want the pixels, do I? Why are they telling me pixels? What's that got to do with sizes on a PCB? Right, grids. So I'm in millimeters.
Yeah, Roger. It's already here now. In the western part and north.
Origins. Editing option.
You need to be very careful with water, because the water reservoirs are really.
No, it's not what I'm after, is it? Snap to the grid. Show grid spacing. Minimum grid spacing. Dots, lines, small crosses. Right, that's weird. It's not what we want, is it? Dots. Grid thickness. Right, I don't know. Grid thickness, what do we want? What's going on here?
Yeah, Roger, okay. I'm just opening the windy map and...
What on earth is this? Is this a professional tool? What it looks... Is it my graphics driver? What's this? Place the grid origin point. Oh my god.
Yeah. See it here on Sunday, 5 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna have some rain. Not so much, I think. Not so much, but...
The grid's horrible.
It's drier than over the years, and even in your country, Mike by 3 IBM in Philadelphia return.
Right, you can't see it now. I bet you can't see it all on your screen. This is I'm not a fan. Not a fan. How can I tell what's going on here? What am I missing? Am I missing something? Tools. Clean tracks, remove, clean, repair. Right, preferences. Grids. What's this grid? 200 mils. 0.01 of it. Why can't I see it in inches? 2.54, isn't it?
Yeah, you're talking always
254.
rainfall, but now this year it's dry as well. Yeah, it's
Right, is that going to be better?
Remember, yeah, maybe in when we had a lockdown, was it 2020? It was beautiful weather here also in March and April. And 2022 was also.
Is that going to allow me to move this? Is it going to snap to the grid? It's not, is it? What is going on here? So it's alright that way, but this way it's not. What is going on? It snaps that way, but not that way.
It's 9th of April, so on Sunday we are in the half of April, and we didn't only see what the only thing we see was sunshine, so that's nice, man. That's good, but now and then
That's weird.
some water, especially at night time. My 3 IBM or return.
So if I open up Eagle needs a directory store or project. Why does it keep asking me that rubbish? Right, so if I go onto board, right, so new project. Okay, new project. The project. Bloody hell, why does it want to store it in its own folder for Christ's sake? It says new project. I don't even know what this is. Test. I don't care, it's a test. Why does it put it there? Projects. What the hell is going on here? What app stores it in its own folder? Right, okay. What the hell? What is going on? Hey? Project. File open. Board. Name. Test project. Bloody hell, it's horrible. Test. File not found. Try again. Oh god. New board. Right. Let's sort this out. Options.
Yeah, I saw it a couple of days ago, and the water was still rising up.
Black background.
Really awful. And now in North Italy,
Grid.
a lot of rain also.
View the grid. Right, here we go. Lines, dots. Inch, that's it. Right, okay. So at the minute we want view the grid, and it needs to be size needs to be 0.1. This will be 0.05, and that's it. Okay, so now I'll put in a... Right, I know how to use this, so let's do this. Right, so let's open up a library. So library, where is the library? Schematic, library. Use a library. We want it on here. There it is. See, I can use this. So we're going to use the library. We're going to put in a symbol, and we're going to find my library now. There it is. And we're going to find a tactile button. Tactile button. Tactile button. There it is. Okay, so we're going to put that in, and it wants to snap to the grid. That's not actually snapping to the grid. You want 4 buttons. See how easy this is? I don't need a schematic just to make a simple PCB. Right. Okay. Now I want these to be... I want these to snap to the grid. So I think I do hold control in. Or is it shift? Alt. Which alt is it? So hang on. So snapping like that. Oh, I see. But I am not on the dot. Right, snap to grid. I need to snap to the grid. Grid. Dots. Right, so... Okay, but how do I snap to the grid? How can I... Right, so I don't know how to do that, so I'll go grid. I'll make it better, so I'll go 0.5 there, and 0.25. Okay, so I should be able to... hold the control in. Or is it the alt? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm after. So, because I can count now, I can count exactly where I need to put it. This is a better tool. Better tool for simple stuff, maybe. Or I just don't know how to use the other one. Right, let's count the grid now. I'm going to count how many of these dots. So from one pin, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 dots over. So 1, 2, 3, 4 dots over. And I need to go Alt onto there. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Yes, I am. Ah, but I'm the wrong way round, aren't I? It's alright, I put my pins in the wrong way round. Right, I'm gonna have to turn these round. I put them in sideways instead of long ways, which is no good. I don't think it matters, but it matters where the pins are. Right, so I've messed it up a bit. I've messed that idea up, haven't I? Right, what's going on here? I'll turn the light on, I can't see what I'm doing. The sun is moving around the planet. It's gone. Right, so what is going on here? I can see what's happening here. It's the switch. One of these has splayed them out, the other one splayed them in. One is squashed and one isn't. So let's swap these around a bit. I must have a squash switch. That's better. Oh, I'm dropping them all over the floor now. Alright, let's try again. So one up there. One down there. No, it's not going to work on this stuff. They've got a trough right where I don't want it. It needs to be very board. And I've lost my switch. Where's it gone? Oh well. I needed another one anyway. I can't see. Can't see. There it is. Buy cheap, you buy twice. Right, let's just create this in KiCad for once. Now the problem is I need Veriboard. Right, hold that thought. I'll be back. Right, I'm back. I've searched high and low and I found some Veraboard. A piece. That's what you want. Good old-fashioned Veraboard. Right, that's bloody breadboard rubbish. Breadboard's no good. It's got that in the way and you can't get your pin. You need continuous holes. Continuous holes. So now, so easy just to push these things in where you want them, anywhere you want them, and the spacing is preset. It's supposed to be preset. Yeah, and push them in. The trouble is that's shiny out, it's blinding me now. Right, so you should have 3 things sticking through. Is it going in? Yeah, they're in, but right, that's one. Let's put another one in. Sort this out. This is the old way of doing it. See, no, I need to know where it's going to be. I can't just design a circuit board. I've already done the button. It's got to match the button, see. It's got to be the same as the button. Now this leg's coming out of here. It's got to be the same size as the button. Otherwise, when I make it, the button will be rocking in the wrong place. Why am I doing it on the shiny side? I don't need to do it on the shiny side. I can do it on... I'm getting blinded by... The lighting here is really rubbish. In fact, I might even make the circuit board out of this. I might just solder it up and cut it with some side cutters and be done with it. And then once it's in place, once it works and it's the right size, and then get a board made. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, I've wrecked these now, that's the trouble. I've just got 4 holes. I still can't see. Maybe these are cheap. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. Don't know. These aren't working. Why aren't these working? Right. My stuff is upstairs. I can't see. My eyes are gone. That's the problem. The eyes are gone, aren't they? They're just not going in. That one went straight in. No problem. It's just there's one of these. It's dodgy. Blame it on the goods. Blame it on your tools. That's it. The tools are rubbish. What is going on here? Why is nothing easy today? The leg's funny on that one. Tell you what, let's straighten these legs up. Let's straighten the legs up because they're all blooming bent all over the place. Look at them. Trying to push them into a Veraboard, it's not going to happen. Alright, let's straighten them up. "8 feet off the ground." Yeah. My signal was a 10 dB over. Right, so hang on, what's going on here? They're all splayed out. What is going on with this thing? Cheap buttons. Don't buy yourself cheap tactile buttons. Save yourself a lot of misery. Right, we're in. So I need to place them and then move them at will. When they need to be moved, then move them. Okay. Okay. Oh. It's a doddle. It's not a doddle on this. Bloody hell, it's a fiddly bastard. Fiddly ifo thumb. I smell the blood of an Englishman. We're brainwashed in this country with nursery rhymes as young kids. Terrible brainwashing. Hey, they brainwash us. I can't do it. This is worse than... What is going on? Yeah, so... Seeing double now. Seeing double holes. Was I better off on the other side? No. Maybe I've got some oddball stuff that's horrible. Right, it's not working for me.
Yeah, it's an amazing band, I think. 60 meters is that band, go ahead.
Right, so we're in there. It's not very good because it's all scattered around. What I've got to do is get the button again and put it on top. Right, so the top and bottom spacing is okay. And the one's alright, apart from... Need to move that one over. Over a set of holes. Alright, so let's work it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is something not quite right. So I need to move. Yeah, I need to move the top one up a row. That looks better.
You're all working, Paul, don't worry about it.
I could move them out a bit. Let's have a look at the model again. Oh, they're quite close together on the model. And I've splayed mine out a bit more. The top and bottom's not bad. Yeah, I've gone a bit too wide. But, yeah, I've gone a bit too wide, so bring them back in. Alright, okay. What's that like? That's better, isn't it? Is it still too much? Yeah, still a bit too much. So I'll bring that up. Bring that up a notch. It's got to go wherever there's a hole, see? Right, okay. What's that like now? Oh, that looks a bit better. I don't know if you can hear that, can you?
Hello, CQ1 CQ2 from Mike 0 Whiskey Yankee Zulu. M0W1 listening to it.
Bloody hell, fire and brimstone. I'm going to solder them in, I think. So I solder them in. Solder them in. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the spacing on these is weird. Oh, that's not good. What is going on? Can't get them to sit flat. Right, let's come over, that's fine. They're not sitting flat. Right. I think I'm going to have to solder them in, you know. Kyle Billiard. What are you making here, bro? This is a it's a push button, a power button for you can't see it. Hang on. Yeah, I'm trying to make this PCB. It's a power button, LED and power on button for an ATX power supply that's in. Hang on, I'm in the wrong mode here. In this polycarbonate case that I've built for an old AMIGA 2000 computer. Welcome to the live stream, by the way. So that's that, and having built it already there's a piece of this plastic. It's got to go in there, and we need a PCB behind it to press it and turn it on. We've got 4 buttons, and the idea is it's got to hold this button, this piece of plastic, squarely on like that. So when you press it, any one of the buttons will power it on, or alternatively, in later versions, you're about to press up, left, right, and down, and do other stuff with it, maybe. But yeah, it's acting as a switch, but also holding the button square into the bezel, which is got another front here. That says another front here. I don't know if it's got a pocket in it. See how it's stepped, and this sits in there like that. Sits in there. And the buttons sit behind it. Obviously that sits behind it like that, sort of. And you press the button, and once it's fastened, and you can power on your board, and the LEDs light up. So, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to make it out of VeriBoard, but I need the VeriBoard for the spacing. Yeah, so it's old retro computer AMIGA. No holes in the perspex. I don't know what you mean by that. Not quite sure what you mean by that. I know holes in the perspex. No, you don't. You don't have. No, these don't stick through. Yeah, so it's just a button. So that sits over the PCB. This will be bolted to the panel in place, and that'll just rest on top of it inside the rebate, and you just press it to power it on. And there's 2 LEDs, one for power light and one for drive light. It's just a way of doing an on-off switch for an ATX power supply. That's what that is. It's like a floating 4 button. Looks like it will work. Yeah, it'll work, but it should work. They don't stick through as well. Yeah, no, they don't stick through. Not like this HDMI adapter with the 3 little tactile buttons that you can press from the outside. Yeah, nothing like that. It's trying to keep the aesthetics of the original case. You know, sort of. Everything's spaced. The badge is spaced. The button is spaced. Just like these ones behind. Just like these two. Oh, you can't see it. This one, that one's got the cover off. There's one here. There's the metal cover. Actually, I haven't shown anyone, so this could maybe also go in here if need be. Stick that in there, like that, so it'll also go in there. So, the idea is to have a on-off button, but also LEDs, and also whatever else you want. You could even put a display on it, an OLED, whatever. It's, you know, there's different options. But the reason for the 4 buttons is you do the decoding of the buttons in software, so you just have all 4 buttons power it up. Not all have to be pressed at once. Any one will power it up, but then you can use it as a directional thing if you want. Push the top of the button, the bottom, left and right. That's the idea as well. A later revision, you know. So the 2 holes are for LEDs, I guess. Yeah, that was an earlier revision. They were going to have a light pipe sticking through, or LEDs originally. Then a light. These are going to be surface mount LEDs, and there was going to be a light pipe going down to the board. But I thought, this is clear anyway, so why bother with a light pipe? Just let the LEDs shine through there. So we'll lose the holes. There won't be any holes in it. I'll make another one. These are just CNC'd out at the minute. So I want to try and get the ideal spacing, so I can solder it in place and then get a board made, you know, maybe. You want the ideal spacing where you can come up to it and press it. What I might have to do is make one and then just alter the button spacing. Maybe just solder the corners and then move the buttons around to get the optimal. What I don't want is it to slip off like that. It's got to be able to maintain itself. You know what I mean? I don't want it to just fall off. So these buttons have got to stabilise this button in place. When it's in place and the spacing, there's only a very slight spacing between the top of the tactile button and the bottom of the plastic. So anyway, that's the idea. Yeah. So so I might just make a demo one and just cut it out, you know, roughly to that shape of the PCB there. How can I get to that? I don't know how to get to that now. Oh yeah, I can get to it from here. Hang on. Oh, no I can't. Why can't I? Oh no, because that front's got to go. I've got to lose the front. Right, if I lose the front, and I should be able to click it. Yeah, so we've just got this bit. Right, so I've lost the buttons. That plastic is part of this for some reason. Anyway, that's sort of what it is. There's enough space in there not to press the button, tiny bit, but it's not enough that this can move too far back. That's my initial design without making a board. It's just the model of the board. So I don't know whether to spread these further apart to the extremes. I don't know. They're the wrong orientation anyway. They need to be spun round the other way. The legs would ultimately go that way, so well, it doesn't really matter, but I mean, I can't actually see. Where's my components gone? Components have gone, haven't they? Oh, they're back now. Right, so them components aren't part of that model. We need to sort that out. Right, so yeah, my components, the LEDs in the model aren't there. Right, so I've got to find out what layer they're on. Main PCB components. Right, going to the wrong layer. I need to alter that. Anyway, that's only a model, a representation. I'll do that another day. So hopefully today, it's just a matter of spacing it out the correct way, so I can maybe solder one up quickly and build it, bolt it into the thing, and then try the button out. So I'll give that a go. Yeah, so just trying to work the spacing out. I mean, you've got to be able to press it in the mid. I need to press it from anywhere. You know, press it from the side like that. I don't want it to flip up like that. So it needs to. It'll hold itself in place with the collar. In fact, I suppose you could do it like that. Just put it on like that. So the PCB will be held in place, and need to be able to press it. Yeah, just come up to it, and you can't see it. There's too much shine on it. Need to be able to press it. The PCB on that case over there, it's got the holes ready to hold the PCB.
Okay, Charlie, enjoy the football, my friend.
It's difficult to do all this still and simulate it. So I suppose I'll have to make the board and then just position the buttons. So I don't know whether to spread them out a bit, spread them apart as far as I can. Let's try it. Let's just spread them apart, hole at a time. Let's see what we can come up with. See what it comes up like. Right, so I've spread them apart a bit. That seems better. That's more balanced now. It's not so much wobble on it. You get 4 clicks though. It depends where you press it, but you potentially get, where any one click will power it on. Excuse me. Right. So I could go a bit wider. Let's go next button across. Right, so I've gone to, oh, the leg's kicked out. Yeah, these are very cheap and nasty, these buttons, but anyway, should have used some better ones really for doing this. So that's a spread about as far. No, it will go a bit further. Right, so I can go one more. Go one more notch over. Right, so one more notch over. Yeah, I could just about do that. I could probably go another notch up on the others. Depends if I go to the end. Let's try it. Right, so I'm sort of spread quite a way now. As long as it gets under the, yeah. Might be best to do that. More stable. Yeah, that feels more stable. I could probably go a bit wider. Let's go a bit wider. A bit wider. Right, that's as wide as I'll dare get it now. And the only reason it's doing it is because the back, it's stepped. It's got the back is stepped, so the footprint is, yeah. And you can actually press it, the top, the left, the right, the bottom, and activate different buttons. So I'll keep it like that. So I might solder that up, you know. Now the only thing I've got to work out is how much space I've got. Yeah, it sits in there across it, so yeah, I've got to get right close to the top. So I'll probably rearrange that up the top. So yeah, you can't see from down there. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to use this board as a sort of prototype. So if let's just build it where we're going to build it. So it's going to have to go into there and over to there. So my first button will be about, first button wants to be over like that. Yeah, so I almost need that over here really. Alright, let's put, messed it up a bit now, so let's put it like that. If it has to have more buttons, it can have more buttons, you know. I don't mind, only cheap. If we need to put more buttons in. If I want to put some more in, that's alright. I'd rather try and get it right without, because I'll have to unsolder them and do it all again. So that's not bad there actually. So you've got that one there. Yeah, I think I need to. That's as far as it goes that way. Right, so I can move that one down a row. And these ones down a row. And that one down a row. Right. Stay safe. What's he on about? Stay safe. Right, so yeah, that's it. They're sort of right on the edge. Yeah, like that. Okay, we'll live with that. Right, so I'll solder them in, and I've got to get the LEDs in. Now this is no good for surface mount LEDs, so I might ignore the LEDs for now. It's just to try the button. And when I make the board, get this spacing transferred, I'll put the LEDs on then. Yeah. Unless I turn it around, then I could get the LEDs on. Yeah. I think I'll do that. Turn it round the other way and I'll just solder. Yeah, why not? Why not? So I'm just trying to work that out. Right, so that's probably okay now. So it's on the edge of each one. Makes sense. That's on the edge there. Yeah, that could go another hole over. Another hole over. So they're slightly in. Slightly in. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, I'll solder them where they are. As long as that's enough to get in there, to be cut out. Right, there's a problem there straight away. Yeah, because I've only got so much. That won't actually. Oh, will it? Hang on. No. No, they're going to have to come over a bit because the plastic I've left. So I'm going to have to come over by 1 notch. Right, come over by 1 notch. And the same thing. Right, so I'll come over by 1 notch. And 1 more. That's it. Right, so I've come over by 1 notch. In order to get it in, it's got to fit through the physically fit inside the bit that I've left out. Yeah, that would work. And also got to check it the other way around. No, that wouldn't work that way then. No, so they're going to have to come in as well. Right, so that's going to have to go up 1. And then take the whole thing up 1. Yeah, it's a good job I found this board to do this, because it definitely needs this sorting out like that. Yeah, so they've come in a bit, because they've got to fit, the footprint's got to fit inside there. That'll fit inside there, or will it? No. Hang on, it's difficult. Difficult's that go? No, that's 1's out. It's a hole out, that is, hang on. Right, let's put that in there. Right, so the whole thing's an hole out. It's good that way, but then it's not centered. Right, so if I move that over, I'm slowly getting back to where I started. Right, so that's going to have to come out another one over there like that. Right, that looks better. Actually, it's no, it's a bit weird now. Right, so I need to move that one up a notch. Yeah, that's probably it there. It's all got to fit within the cutout of the plastics. I don't want to start making new plastics. The plastics on the case, that is. So that will go into there. Yeah, and it just fits in now. Just about fits in. Let's have a look that way. Yeah, that should be alright. Right, we'll do it at that. I'll solder it at that. Let's put them down, I'll get a soldering iron out, let's do it now. I'll just do it. I'll solder it where it is. I'm just trying to push them down flush with the soldering. Right, a little bit of a problem here because the Veristrip's short in that way out, and that's the direction of the. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to spin them round on this prototype. Right, so spin them round the other way. Yeah, that's better. Spin it round. Spin it round. Right, why can't this thing tune itself? it's dumb enough to sit there with half a signal, but not clever enough to move.
Germany Lima CQ Pacific area CQDX Pacific IK0 Foxtrot Germany Lima IK0 Foxtrot Germany Lima Pacific area DX standing by.
Right, see,
Radio W3 Quebec Echo Guatemala Pierre David, Roger.
now I've moved them, they're in the wrong place. Huh, can't seem to win. Right. I'll probably end up where I had them before. So that goes there. They're okay. We want them in the middle. Skladania. Okay, whatever.
IK0 Foxtrot Germany Lima CQ Pacific. IK0 Foxtrot Germany Lima calling CQDX Pacific. Standing by.
Alright, let's put that one down a notch. Right. Okay, let's count to the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's about it. I've got to go and rip an ATX power supply out of an old computer, or buy one. I don't like the idea of buying one. Alright, that's it then. So that's the finish then. Yeah, that'll fit in. Well, it should fit in. The plastic that way. Okay, so I've got to score this board now and then cut it. Cut it with a knife and score it. What is that all about? Right, so yeah, they want about the same spacing down the bottom as we've got at the top, so it'll fit in. We've got the wings where it bolts to the front panel, so we've got to make sure we've got enough to reach over. Right, so it's going to come over a bit. Right. Yeah, so the whole lot's got to go over a notch now. Right, so over one notch. If I can get it in, it's... Oh, the leg's gone stupid again. Right, so over a notch. Over a notch. And over a notch, and over a notch. Alright, okay, so we're over a notch. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And then we're in the middle. Yeah, that's it. I'll solder it there. Make sure it just flush down to the bottom. Flush pushed in all the way. And there. Right, let's just solder them in place. Make sure they're all flat. Flat, nice and flat. Now they might be too long, these buttons, so I need to measure them because everything depends on the spacing here. So let's move. Right, okay. How can I get to this? How can I get to this and have a look at the spacing? Oh, I can if I just go like that. Well, I've got to measure the buttons from the top. These are only my models, so I've got different size tactile buttons. So what I need to do is, right, X-ray mode maybe. Let's go X-ray mode in that there. Right, let's try to find out the size of stuff. Right, I need to. It's no good like that, is it? No good like that. I can't see what's going on. Right, so I need to move the plastics. Yeah, I need to move the plastics. Right, so front plastics, front shelf bracket. Is that the one? No. Inner shelf bracket. Where are they? Shelf bracket. That's the back one. Inner front, yeah, inner front, that's it. Right, so I've just got the button now. I need to go down the side of it, and I need to measure from there to the top of the button. So I need to go from here to the board. So I've got 5.9. 5.9, so now I need something. I can either use the calipers, switch it on. Right, 5.9 from the bottom of the board to the top of the thing. See, that's the problem. I've got 9 mil. 9 mil, so that's never too big. Too big. Let's find some different buttons. Some smaller buttons with not so long the prongs on them. Right, we've got different size ones here. 6x6. God, I've got some even longer ones there. Got even longer ones. Don't them. Right, what do we need? That's the ones I tried. What about these ones? It does say on them what the length is, but I'm not sure where they're measuring from, the base or the length. They got some there. Let's have a look. The only way I'm going to find out is if I push it into the board and work out, measure the distance. I push it in, push it right down, flat. They're not flat. Alright, is that flat? Pretty much flat. Alright, sort of flat. It's not going in right. Anyway, what distance have we got now? So we're on 0. Let's have a look. So I've got 7.9, so it's still too high. Swap that out for the next one. If I can get one out with my great big fingers. Come on. Get out. Fat fingers. Right. Let's try again. Let's try again. A bit smaller this time. I think this is going to be 7 mil, so I need to go down to another one. Right, Let's try again. It's crucial. Right, we're zeroed out. And we're there, about there. 6.9, so we need to go down to another one smaller. Right, looks like it's going to be this one, 6.6. I could always grind them down, but I don't really want to do that. Grind them down, file them down, cut them. I've just bent the leg on this one. What's happened to the talking again? Yeah, I can't see this. Right. I can't get it through the hole. What is going on here? Now it's in. Right, so we're in and we're sort of flush. Not really. Right, maybe that's the one. Let's have a look. 6.38. Is that enough? Not really. Too much. Right, so I've got another one that's 5. Right, let's try this next one, and there's hardly anything on this one. So I've got my design wrong, haven't I? The body's a lot thicker than I've put down. It's stuck together. Yeah, mine's only a representation. But if I can get this right, I won't have to unsolder them and change them again. I'll just leave them on. It'll be alright as a prototype. And I'll be able to have an on-off button. Right, so I can't see. My eyes are gone. Needs a microscope. Need to, well, I've got a microscope, not in here though. I've got one up here. I've got 2 in here actually, but it's not that. It's this. It's the fact that the light's shining off them in a weird way. Right, so I've got that. They're fairly flat now. Right, so that's flat. So let's try this one. Oh, 4.8. That's no good, is it? 4.8. So they're too small. So what happened? Are they mixed? No, maybe that's it. Maybe they're just gonna have to go. Let's try this one again. Alright. Maybe they're not sat down enough. Need to be dragged through. I don't know the origin of these. Perhaps these aren't good ones, but anyway. They do come in different sizes. Alright, let's see what that's like. 5.9. 5.9. Right, what did I say this was? What's going on here? Right. 5.9, that's what I want. That's what I want. So they're the ones. Oh dear, that's bang on. Right, let's replace those with these. Right, one at a time so I don't get it wrong. And I have to be done the other way. I'll take that one out of there. Right, put them away, wherever they go. Don't know. Right, so that'll go into there. God, this the light's shining off it, so you can't see anything. Right, so we're gonna have to go like that. They're sticking through enough, that's fine. Right, let's put another one in. Let's make sure that's the same one. No, that's not the right one. Make sure they're the same length on them. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Right, here we go. Let's take that one out of there. Put that one in its place. There's 6 between them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Not sitting down nicely. Right, next one. That's the one, yeah. Let's take that one off. Fiddly thing. Right. Okay, last one. Last one. Right, is that the last one? Is it in? Right, let's get these soldered in and carve this out. Right, let's just double check. Okay, so that's in there like that. What's the matter with it? It's not sitting nicely. Right, now it is. Okay, it's about as best as it's gonna get. Let's see if it'll go in. Yeah. Just about. Just about. Yeah. Right, we'll get the soldering iron out. I'll solder them in now. Now, do I solder them or do I cut it first in case I snap it? Snap it in the wrong place. Put these micro switches away before they go all over the floor. Right, what have we got here? Side cutters. Got side cutters, we've got a knife. A steel rule, a knife. Now, last time I had this knife and a steel rule, I chopped straight through my thumb Can you see the line? Yeah, it took about 5 weeks to heal it. Anyway, so I'm going to be careful with this. Right. So we want... so we've got one hole on top. So I'll cut along there. Yeah, I'll cut along there. Alright, then I'll use this lethal weapon again. Lethal weapon. Let's move the keyboard down, give me some space. Just make sure we got audio before we start all this lot. I've got a problem with the audio sometimes. Use this lethal weapon. Yep, the audio is still good. Right. Let's lie this on the table. It's all this. Of course, all the switches are going to start popping out now because I have soldered them. Or should I solder them and go for broke? Broke literally is what will happen. Let's solder them. Need to hold them still. So I've got to hold them still. Let's hold them still. Get them fastened down. Fasten them down. Let's get the soldering iron out. Okay. Just make sure they're flat as I can get them. Yeah. Right, soldering iron next. Medication time. Right. Soldering iron. Where art thou, soldering iron? Soldering iron and solder. Let's just do some soldering. I've got a proper soldering station. Well, a lab. I've got a lab. But I've got to make sure I get somewhere where I can reach it. Right, let's just do that. Let's bring this over here. It's an Antex 25 watt. No, it's not. It's 16 to 18 watt. Right, we'll let that warm up a second. So there's not going to be any LEDs on this, but I could solder a normal LED, I've got some tiny ones. I haven't seen them for a while because I've stopped using them. They'll be upstairs in the other room. So I could do that, but then I could put the jumpers on. So maybe this will do as a prototype. Once I like it and it's functioning, we'll just turn it into a board and get a board made. Right, I've got some very thick solder here. So. Okay, so is that warm enough yet? It should be. I haven't got any. It's not quite warm enough yet. Just about. It's getting there. I haven't got a sponge here, so what I'll do. Next best thing, a wet wipe. Right, you don't need fancy workbenches sometimes. Right, let's clean that off. Right, let's give it a bit of a flow. Right, let's get the solder off it. Smoking. Right, turn it over. Let's solder them bloody things in place. If I can see them, I can hardly see them. Right, let's solder them up without disturbing them. Disturbing. Yeah, my eyes don't see that. It's shiny as well, it's not helping. I should have really... What I should have done is clean this board up with isopropyl first. Right, that's one done. It's quite clean, because somehow it's going on. If this was copper clad, it wouldn't go on. This is going on pretty well. You can't see what's going on. That's 3 of them done. Last one now. I hope the buttons haven't moved. Okay. Right, we're done. Let's have a look. Yeah, they haven't moved. Right. There it is. Bit of soldering. There you go. It's not bad, is it? It's all right. I know good soldering when I see it. Right. Okay. So they're not moving and they stay still. Put the button on it. They're all clicking, yeah. Right, so I need to carve the board out now. So let's use the knife, score it. Score it. I'm going to turn the iron off before I. Yeah, I don't need it to work electrically at the minute, just tap mechanically. So there's no need to wire jumpers or anything else at the minute. There's no need for that at the minute. Right, so when I'm ready for that, I'll take it up to the lab and solder it properly. But this is just for the size, to get the size off it. Get all the sizes off, and then I can transfer the sizes over to. Just gotta make sure there's not right amount of space. Yeah, transfer the sizes. Now my thumb is right in the line again, and you need to put a pressure on it. And I'm only going to score it. I'm not going to. Famous last words. I'm just scoring it lightly. Last time I was trying to cut a tile, a floor tile, vinyl floor tile, and I was pressing that hard. The blade rode up onto the steel blade, right across my thumb that was holding the ruler down. Yeah, 5 weeks to get it to heal. Right, so I've scored it that side, I'm going to score it the other. How I do it is just go, get to the one where I've scored it, just follow it round so there's no chance of cutting my own throat. Man cuts his own throat live on stream. People watching rush to try to help, but there's nothing they can do. He reads out his last rites to an audience. Right, so hopefully I've scored where they come around. Yeah, there. Score at this side. Should never do what I'm doing now. Never do this. Why is it people say don't do it and then they go ahead and do it anyway? I know I shouldn't be doing it, yet I've just done it. I'm still doing it. What the hell? Am I mad? Yeah, mad. Crazy. Right, let's just put a score. Now, I've got to somehow do this. I've got to try and do this with the buttons. Hang it over the bench to the buttons, and I'm not left-handed. This is where you need to be left-handed. Right, let's try it. I just need a few scores down it so I can snap it without snapping the whole thing into bits. Once it goes into bits, then all the buttons have all. I might as well scrap the buttons and put 4 new ones onto a bit of. Right, what am I doing? Right, that's about it there. Right, I'm going to try and score down it now. The blade is blunt. Probably just as well. I was working with a lad at one of our places, and I was working with the blade, cutting some plastic sheathing. I put it down, I went away, I come back, and I did it again, but I was using a blunt blade on purpose. Anyway, a colleague decided to change the blade for a new one without telling me. Yeah. Anyway. Right, so I've got a score both sides. It's not much of a score. It's not deep score, so I'm going to go for broke. I shouldn't say broke, should I? Right, I've got a pair of side cutters. I'll tell you what, should I just snap it across the edge of the table? Let's do that. Right, here we go. I'm across the table. Here goes nothing. 2, 3, 2, 1, go. It's not snapping. It's good stuff, that. I've only lightly scored it. Shit. What am I going to do? Damn it, man. You and your clan of Jacobites spread to the bone. Right, hang on. I'm not going to... How can I do this? Hacksaw. What about sawing it? Sawing it? Do I have saws in here? I've got hammers. More cutters. Oh, I've got some sharper cutters. They're nice. Where did I get them from? I have no idea. Got some more rubbish ones. So I'll use the better cutters. These are sharper. I need to score it more. Damn it. I'm no good at this. I need a new blade. Alright, so if I need a new blade, how do I get that blade out of there? Alright, let's turn the blade round. Leave the blade be, sir. This is not your quarrel. Alright. You did not hear me, McGregor. Did not say if or whether your land is forfeit to me against your debt. Till that is settled, I will have you lodged in the toll booth. Right. Name that film. Right, here we go again. Let's just get that flush with there. Score it down. More with a new blade. Over the holes. Let's try again without... Alright, not too much pressure. I don't want to... Oh, it's riding up over the ruler then already. I was about to do the same again. Look well going to the hospital and saying, I say, what's happened this Targo? You never guess, it's exactly the same again. They'll go, are you crazy? And I'd have to say, probably. Probably. Right, I need to score it the opposite way now. I've got a milling machine downstairs. I could bolt it down, just mill it across. Anyway. Never mind, eh? I could be watching a film there with a can of lager. Watching a film. Relaxing. I've been to work all day. This is more of the same, isn't it? More work. Is this more work? This is what hobbies are. They're just another form of work, isn't it? Right, let's go again. Right, that's enough. That's enough. Poor old case. This one's really grimy, this Amiga 2000 case. It's a bit horrible. Right, I've got to try and break this now again. Here we go. Try again. Attempt number 2. Still not breaking. What is going on? Blimey hell, that's good stuff that is. Don't know where I got that from, but we'll get some more of that. Maybe that's why it doesn't break. Let's try the other way. No, I'm gonna have to trim it with these cutters. Right, I don't know. It needs a whack, doesn't it? Needs a bit of a whack. How do I whack it? Pliers. What about pliers? He's buzzing again.
Yes, right, and with my call in Switzerland,
Switzerland?
band in 2023, and it's the first time in 14.
What you need is a voice. That's what you need. You need a voice. Stick it in a voice and then snap it off. And I've got these. So I suppose I could do that. God, it's just strong, this stuff, isn't it? Look at the force I'm putting on that. It's not going to work, is it? Right, let me think. Different way. Different way of doing it. Bloody tough stuff that is. I'm going to smash it, aren't I? I'm just going to smash it. What about a hacksaw? Tell you what, I'm going for an interim. Back in a minute. Right, I'm back. Right, I've been down and turned on my CNC and used it manually just to chop this up. Right, so now I've got to break it apart. Don't turn it on, break it apart. Right, so there's a hole there. I have to guesstimate the holes. The holes are slightly out. Holes are slightly out, so yeah. Right, so we might have to cut a V down there. Right, let's just chop it out. Gonna make a bit of a mess now. Let's chop it out. Right, here we go. Let's go across there. Not easy. Not easy to chop it out still, even though I'm going to cut the tab off if I'm not careful. God, I don't have standing knife. Let's cut it down the. It's tough stuff. This is this ain't Vera board. This ain't. There's something else. I've never known Vera board like this. Trying to cut it. Need to be milled out, fastened. It's not going to do it, is it? It's just going to split it all the way across. Why did I do what I did? Actually, the one doesn't matter. It's only the one side that needs to go in. Yeah, it's only the one side. So I need to cut around. It's the way I've done it. The way I've cut this slot out here. Hang on. So I cut this. What did I do? Yeah. So I cut it around there, didn't I? In the inner front. This one will just sit on top. This one can sit on top. Doesn't matter if it's square. But that one has to sit inside. Oh God. I'm stuck in the model now. I'm winding through the model and I can't get out of it. Right. Yeah, so this is milled round it. So I should have just done a square really. So now why do I make myself difficult? What have I got? A file? A sander? Yeah, I've got electric sanding that. Tell you what I'll do. We broke the belt on the electric sander. Let me go and find some more belts if I can find them. Right, why didn't I think of this earlier? Let's just put a new belt on. Never done it before, so how do you put a new belt on? Oh, you just let it go like that. place it in there. Does it got a direction? Yes, it has. I don't know which way it goes, doesn't tell you. Ah, there's the arrow. So it has to go that way. Oh, don't know. Doesn't seem to want to go in. Okay, so it's gone on somewhere. What is going on? It's beeping again. Talk.
Have a very good day. And always when I stop talking, there's a Russian station. I think maybe he wants to talk to one of you.
Right, what is going on here?
The Russian station, please call again.
Hang on, what do you do with that? Oh, I see.
No Russian station.
I've no idea how you use these tools. Right, now I do.
Maybe it was not a Russian station. Good morning, Dennis.
Right.
And good morning, Arthur. I hope to meet you both again. And sorry that I'm so short. I was a little bit late today.
Right.
Victor Kilo 4, Sugar X-Ray. Go ahead, please.
I don't know what I'm doing. So just do that. Oh, that's crooked. The trick is to make it stay on. Right, gonna get a lot of dust now. Right, so I need to. It's coming off. So what do you do? Oh, I see. Right, we should be able to mill the board if I can remember what I did with it. Right, here we go. Goggles. Breathing all this shit in. Hands all sticky now. Let's just trim it up with needle file. Trim it up a bit. Okay. Let's see if it fits. After I've wiped my hands of this plastic tools that stick. I mean, brand new tools that the plastic starts sticky. I just take it back to them and say, put this where the sun doesn't shine. Right, so I'm gonna dust everywhere now. Right. Right, so what have we got? Let's move this out of the way. Unload all this rubbish. It's got stuff everywhere. Floppy disks, more floppy disks. Floppy disks coming out the ears. Still haven't built my ribbon cables yet. I've got to do that in a bit. Right, everything's just falling around now. I need a day of tidying up. Right. Tell you what, let's put this case back together. And there's one less thing in the way. On here so we can work on it. Right, so I need to take the front off, take the lid off. How do I get to it? I put the front on, I can't get to it now. I'm going to have to unwind the front off. Right, okay, that's what it's going to be. That's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be. Right, let's give it a go. Right, screws off. I can't get to that screw now. Right, so the side's got to come off. That's bell. Oh, the drive caddy got to come out basically. Yeah, drive caddy's got to come out so I can get to the screw. So let's do that now. If it'll come out. Come out, wherever you are. It has to be lifted up a bit. Rather embarrassing. Yeah. I think I tightened it up now. So that's we're going to sort that out. Come on, you can do it. Oh, that's it there. Lift that up there like that. Right. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Struggle, struggle, struggle. How do? Right, oh, we can lift it forward a bit, it's not enough.
Are you in the frequency, please? Yoshi, Japan America 3, Papa Juliet Lima. Are you in the frequency, Yoshi?
Yusuf?
Secure Japan, Hotel Bravo 9, Tango Whiskey Kilo. Hotel Baker 9, Tango
Right,
Whiskey
so I can pull that out just about.
Secure Japan.
Oh, that's the front. Oh, hang on. Hang on, might be a way of doing this. Aha! We can pull it out and put the PCB on it. Right. Let's see if we can get it to fit. That's got to go that way. Right, so... So PCB first. Like that. Oh, no, that goes in the front after. But we've got to line it up. Right, so it's something like that. No. So it's going to have a big cut out there. So I'm going to have to trim. This out. So that's going to have to be an elongated hole. Let's try to trim it. Oh, it's just snapped the other bit off. Come on. Let's turn it off. Turn on. Radio. Turn the radio. Yeah, so it's just swung it out when I've tried to clip it. And it probably won't be strong enough to hold it now. Now it's been cut like that. So I do need to alter the design a bit. But it's too late now because I've already cut it out. That bit can come out, so there's the cutout. That's got to sit in there. Just like that, and it does, and it doesn't. What a crazy idea I come up with, isn't it? Crazy ideas I have. Right, so that goes like that. Actually, I could just fasten that together. Let's put some temporary screws to hold this together, so I can work out where it's got to go. I've got better things to do with my evening than this, surely. Could be drinking a can of lager now. With me watching a film. I must be mad. Anyway, let's put another one in down here to hold it all together. All this just for a push button that's the same shape as the old Amiga one, when I could just put a round button in. Anyway, right. Now I can see where it has to go. Something like that. It's got to go. Right, so that's okay. Right, that's not quite lined up there. So I'm going to have to cut this out. Proper old school variaboard's easier to work than this, but it's weaker. Alright, put it on the floor because I've got to hoover up anyway. Right. supposed to be designing it in KiCad. Well, I can't design it in KiCad till I got this sorted out, size-wise. Right, I want a few screws now. Some kind of self-tapping screw, very short, stubby one. Let's find some short, stubby screws. What have we got here? They're not that short, are they? No, they're not that short and they're not that stubby. What else have we got? We've got something here. Oh, these are short and stubby. Yeah, we'll use a couple of these and we'll tap the thread. Oh, then he went on the floor again. Right, so I've got some short stubby screws. Right, let's put them away. Short stubby screws. Now, I've left the holes small so I can tap them, but I will have to drill them through first, I think. No, I might not have to. Let's try and tap them. Oh god, I've got to get the tap out again. Oh dear. Got to move the keyboard again for the umpteenth time. Everything's out of the way. Let's get the tap and die set out. There's nowhere to put nothing. I'm moaning. Can't put nothing anywhere, obviously. Whatever I put that there, I'll have to move it again in a minute to get some space. Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to simplify this design because it's just too complicated to build. Right, I think that hole is too small for that. Probably crack it, but let's give it a go. This stuff's not the best for trying to mill or tap or anything, this stuff. If I can tap it to M4, I can just put that fixing in and that'll hold the circuit board just lovely. And it's coming through somehow. I don't know how it's coming through, but it is. No, it's not coming through. It's going through crooked. Oh no, this, yeah, that's it. Alright, keep going. You can do it. Go on, that's it. Be nice, just for once, just be nice. Be good. Just behave. That's it. That's good enough just to a prototype. Tell you what, if you want a computer case, just go and get your 100 quid and spend it on one on eBay. Get yourself a case. It's got to be easier than any of this, surely. What's happened now? It's seized up. Oh well. Right, let's drill the next one. Not drill it, tap it. I already milled it out when I milled the hole in place when I milled it. Part of the original design. How long have I been going? 2 hours 35 minutes. 20, I've still got time for a film tonight. After, let's get this in. Let's get the button on, the front back on, and then let's get it clicking at least. And I'll take it all apart to solder some wires to it again after. Or no, we're going to build a better one, a proper one once we've got the sizes. Yeah, it's just going to be make sure it works mechanically. That's all it's going to be. Right. This is a broken tap, so yeah, it's not the best idea. It's a broken tap, but it's gone through. Right, so that's good enough to fasten the board to it. Right, that'll do. I can put it all back together, and right, let's put all this stuff away. All away. You have to put stuff away, you can't leave it out, because every time you leave something out, that's your space gone. Right. Okay. So let's put the board in. Put the board in there. Screw in a little one of these retainers. Okay, it's not going in very good. It's almost impossible to do. Why? You might ask yourself, why? To start the screw, right, that's it, started. Okay, I've got stuff all over me. Right. That needs to be pushed into there, it's probably not wide enough. Yeah, it's not quite wide enough to push it in. Go on, you can do it. It's got a break in it. It's not quite M4, is it? Right, let's trim it a little bit more. Oh, I broke it anyway, look. It's broke off. I've not got no manner of a look whatsoever. Right, so it's broke off. So as long as I get a bit of it in there, yeah. Get a bit in place and tighten it up, I'll be happy. Right, that's there. Let's just make sure that's sort of central. It's not quite central. Let's pull it back a bit. Probably have to glue it in place. That's better. It's not quite right, but it's better. Right, next one. What did I do with that other fixing? There it is. I'll trim a bit more off. It's tough stuff this is. Can't even cut it. Okay. God. Very tough stuff. Right. Yeah, it's going to look a bit horrible. Right, we'll get there. I just want the sizes, so I need the sizes. Once I've got the sizes, we can mess around with the rest of it. It's not quite sitting nicely, but it's gonna have to do. Alright, just tighten it up like that. Okay. Right, this is not quite right. let's just try to wedge it in place. Be alright as long as I don't push too hard on it. Right, so I can push all the buttons. Right, we'll leave it at that. Probably could do with some hot melt glue just to hold it still. Anyway, let's put it back in. Right, let's put it all back in. Could take this opportunity to change the cover. Oh no, that's too thin, that one is. No, we'll leave this one on. Right. Put it all back together and have a clicky button. And we know the sizes because we can see the size, we can count the holes, so we know exactly where to make the KiCad one fit. This room's turned into a bit of a tipping ground with all this stuff everywhere now. Need to put stuff away, put it back and tidy up a bit. Good state of it. Jesus. Right, so I'm going to put that switch back in here now. Drop it into there. Sit like that. Push these through, try and get them sewn together. Right, that's one. Right, now this one. Not so easy. Can't get my fingers in to lift them up. There's no way to grab them. How'd you grab them? Tell you what, let's use gravity to help us. Gravity. Gravity. Why is it sitting like that? It's got no weight on it. Right, let's just use. What's that about to fall now? Oh, the drive caddy. It's alright, I've got the drive caddy half out. Trying to get it out from earlier. Mess that up, haven't I? My God, there's no room. What is going on with this? Oh, that's it. Right, so we're in. Yeah. That's it, we're in. Ah, I know why, because the lid's not on. Without the lid on, the whole thing sits there with gravity. It's my fault, that's the way I designed it. Gravity assisted. Right, so I'm stuck now. Oh, I know. Let's push through the vent. Push the plastic up from the vent. There we go. Yay! Jesus Christ, Dave. Shit. Right. Oh, I forgot something. We forgot something. We forgot the bit of plastic. Forgot the plastic, so let's get that in before we tighten it all up. Right, let's see if we can get that in before we go crazy. Start tightening it all up without the button. Right, let's try to get it in. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Are you in? What's going on here? Not quite. Oh, that's it. Just snapped in then. I'm tempted to press it, but I won't press it yet till I've tightened it all up. Oh. It's already pressing the button. Right, so yeah, there's something not quite right when I'm tight. That clicks. Top one doesn't. What is wrong? Let's have a look. Something not right. What is wrong? Might need. What have I done wrong? Right, so it clicks when you press the front panel. So it's PCB's too close. Right, so it's too close, so it's going to have some washers. Not quite sure what is too close, but it's alright this side. No. Right, so it's going to have to be spaced out. Have to be spaced out with some washers. Right, so take it out again. It's like the never-ending story, this. Anyway, let's take it out. Hopefully we can just pull that out. Pull that bit out. Yeah. Right, so we need to pack that out with some little washers. Alright, let's pack it out. It's not quite, it's a bit too flush. Yeah. Buttons not quite right. We need to go to the next one down really. But I'll pack it out with some washers. Did I get any washers? No, I didn't get no washers in this kit. M4 washers. Right, so I can't pack it out with an M4 washer. And an M4 nut might be too much. Let's see if there's any washers in here. More nuts. Nuts all hazelnuts. Yeah, nuts. Too many nuts. No washers. With a very distinct lack of washers in this building. What's this one? No, all nuts and bolts and no washers. Right, it's going to have to be a nut then, isn't it? Have I got enough room for a nut? No, I don't think so. Pack it out, so it needs a washer. The washer's got to be thin enough. Right, I'll go down and find some washers. Back in a minute. Back in a Right, struggled to find any washers. I've got some PCB. I think these are 3mm, so they ain't gonna go on. These little felt washers that go on motherboards. They won't go in, will they? No. Oh, they will actually. That's not enough. I don't think that's wide enough. I don't know where all the stuff is gone. It's got stuff everywhere, that's the problem. Washers. I need a washer drawer. A drawer for washers. What we got here? What's all that lot? Just odds and sods. Yeah, washers. Didn't think I needed washers. But, so nuts it is then. I'll pack it out with nuts. Probably a nut's going to be too wide then. It's going to be way too wide a nut is. Why didn't this come with washers? So one nut each. One nut each. Okay. Let's try it that way. Let's have a nut on it. Can't see what I'm doing, the camera's just slightly out. Right, let's put a nut on it. Let's go underneath. It's not going to work, is it? It needs a washer. I had washers somewhere, I'm sure I did. Anyway, I don't know where half the stuff is. Doesn't matter how much stuff, you've never got quite enough stuff, have you? Well, I can put a washer under the... Well, it's not a washer. Right, I could try these red felt things. Motherboard washers. If I could get them out. Tiny little things. Right, I'm just dropping everything everywhere at the minute. Struggle. Right, let's have them all out. How many of these do I need in a row to pack it up enough? 3. I've got enough of them. I don't know where all these came from. Right, that should be enough. The good news is I found some screws to go on the power supply, but I haven't got a power supply to put on it that works. God, lots of screws. I'm supposed to be watching a film now and having a can of lager and drinking so and resting and watching a film. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Right, so I've got, how many is that? 2, 3, we'll do 4. 4 washers. Yeah, that could work, 4 washers. Right, let's try and get that through an M4 screw through an M3 washer. 4 of them. Not easy. Right, let's do that. Okay, that might go. So put that under there like that. It's better if you get a board made, see? You can't get it made till you got one that works. Gotta have the right size first before we can finish the board. It's just tightening up on it. M4 washers. Don't I have no M4 washers anywhere? No M4 washers. Nothing. What do I use as some M4? Right. That could possibly be too much. I think that'll probably be too much actually. It's quite a lot of packing on it. What do I do about that? Take some off. That's almost the same size as a nut, isn't it? It is. Let's take 2 off. Take 2 off. Okay, I'll compromise and just take 1 off. Take the 1 off. Right, that's it. We'll have 3 little whatever they are. Felt washers. For the lack of the right name. I don't know. It's supposed to be enjoyable. I thought hobbies were enjoyable. They are if you've got a walk-in hardware store that you can just... Right, a walk-in hardware store that you just go and select what you want. Select it. Right, so that's a bit better. Let's just do the next one. So 3 felt washers and a partridge in a pear tree. 3 felt washers and a partridge in a pear tree. Not enjoyable, this. Not enjoyable. Especially if I haven't got time to have a drink. My drink's there. I'm too busy to get the drink. I'll tell you what I saw today. I thought I'll search on Google, see what happens if I put AMIGA 2000 case in. And a guy in 2020 made one out of wood. I lasered it and very enthusiastic, but I wasn't a fan myself. But anyway, he made one out of wood. Fair play. He made one out of wood. Right, what's going on here? Why won't that go into the slot? Oh, open it wider. Yeah, I should bring it up on the screen really. I'll tell you what, we'll find it in a minute. But if I can find it. But you know what happens when you're trying to show someone? You can never find the same article twice. It'll be interesting to have a look though. Let's just put this back together and have a look once we got this back together. And click in. Once that's working. Oh, the whole thing's just dropping out. Yeah. It's all falling apart here. Dear me. Felt washers have ridden up onto it. That's it. Go down there. Yeah. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Torture, torture, torture. I need to sneeze as well. Right. You're a talker. Talking makes me thirsty. Any more words come out of your mouth, I might have to eat every chicken in here. I left a few words out there. Torture, torture, torture. Right, anyway, so are we close? Are we close? No, we're too far over. Needs to be like, we're on the right side of it. That's about right there. Tighten it up where it is now, if you can. Yeah, sort of. It's a bit too far over. I need to undo it. I hate having to rely on manual processes. I want to do it all automated because everything's in the right place then, by default. Everything's exactly where it needs to be. None of this adjusting it and stuff. Right, that needs a washer really, doesn't it? A bigger washer. Don't have a bigger washer. Don't have any washers. Right, what's happened to it? Oh, we're too far over that way now. Too far over that way. Let's push the whole thing up a bit. Tighten it up. I just need to prove the height and the distance. Then I can make a proper one. I'll just get some made, get 5 made. Right, what's that like? That's not too bad. But I know what's going to happen. It's going to push off as soon as I push it too hard. It's going to push it off. Yeah, it's done it now. It's pushed it out the gap. So I do need an extra sized washer, an oversized washer. None in there. I don't know what happened to all the washers. Millions of washers. Loads of washers, not here though. Where are they all? Got to be some washers somewhere. No, no washers. No washers, no washers. Right, any washers? Any washers? No washers, not one damn washer. Oh, I found a washer. I found a washer, look at that one. That's probably too big. Big copper washer. Oh, there's no way that's going to go inside that bit of plastic. No, that's not going to work. Right. No. Not having much luck today. No damn luck today. Not a chance. Not a chance of finding a washer. Right, so what do I do? What do I do? Undo it again. It just happened to split. Glue gun, hot melt glue gun. Have I got such a thing? I used to have. Where? I don't know where it is. Hot melt glue gun. Tell you what, we'll just push it up like that. Tighten it there. It's taking too long. Alright. Then I have to push this one over. It's just, you can't get to it. What about if I turn the whole thing round? No, it won't go. Because I'm constrained. I've got to get the other bit of plastic, whatever I've done with it. What have I done with it? Lost that now. I've lost the plastic. The plastic that goes over it, it's gone. Gone ski. Disappeared. I probably put it down. I went with it, and to go and find a washer, I probably left it there. In my haste to get back. No, I wouldn't have done that, would I? Help! Why did I put it there? Stress. Right, I'm gonna have a drink. Right, I've got to go in search of this other plastic now. Glue gun. Do I use a glue gun? No. How can I stop that from pushing out? It's not pushing out at the minute. Maybe it'll last long enough. Right, so I need the plastic. I don't see it. Right, let's go and find the plastic. Back in a minute. Right, I found it. And I found some washers. Might be too big to fit in there though. Yeah, just too big. There's a smaller one that will fit in. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put this washer over the top to hold it in place. Stop it pushing out, because I know what's going to happen. As soon as I fasten it all up, it's going to push out, then I'm going to have to take it all apart again. And I won't be able to have my canalaga and watch a film. And what time is it? See, my time is gone now. 10:15. So my time is gone. So I'm not going to be able to do any of that. So I'm getting tired already, so problem, torture. Right, at least this washer will hold whatever's left of that piece. It'll hold it in place long enough for me to That's about in the right place. Long enough for me to test it. If I push the washer that way down and over the steel, over the Veraboard, tighten it up. It'll be strong enough to hold it while I test the thing out. What's going on? Oh. Now the bit that goes underneath isn't big enough. The washers underneath are moving out and getting in the way now. Yeah, oh, that's it, that's it. I got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Got it, got it, got it. I just run a proof of concept. Proof of concept's all I need. Oh, it's just, I've over tightened it. I've over tightened it, I pushed it right through, haven't I? Yeah. God. My hands are used to screwing operators to walls. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop. A little bit of pressure is all we need, not great big amounts of pressure. Come on. This is something AI can't help you with. Physical stuff. Right, it's going to have to go over a little bit, I think. No, it's about where it needs to be. So it's going to have to stay there. I'm going to have to tighten it up where it is, but not too tight. Just tight enough to hold it firm. Okay, and that's it. No, it's not even tight. It's sort of tight. Yeah, it might be. Let's give it a bit more. Right, that's it. Is that enough? Yeah, it's holding it pretty square. So I've got something like now. Right, that's gonna have to do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Right, let's put it all back together. Oh, we've got to make sure this fits over top of it, which it does. Yeah, does fit over. Yeah, it does. Right, let's put that back in. Put that back together. Right, here we go. Right, now we've got to put the button. Where did the button go? Oh, the button's still in. That's good. The button's still in the rebate. Right, so I need to push these up through the vent, put the fixing through, sort of. Right, now, oh, that's about right. It's clicking and I've got it squashed together. So, okay, I'll put the things back together. So we need a slightly longer, the next one up, tactile button. No, the next one down, sorry, not the next one up, next one down. Alright, what's stopping that now? Right. Oh, the back of that card's sharp on the back of your fingers. Right. Just tighten it up, thumb tight. Okay, thumb tight. It's clicky. Right, okay. That's already in, isn't it? Oh yeah, that one never came out, so that was fine. Let's just give it tighten. Tighten this one over here. We didn't need to take this one out at all. Didn't need to take that one out. Okay, let's just do hand tight. I can't reach that, so I need something to go down there. No, that's not going to reach it. How about that? Yeah, that'll do it. Hold the nut still while I tighten it up. Okay. Tighten these up. Okay, I think I left the top a little bit loose so I could get the lid on. The lid needs to be modified. Right, so you still can't see it, but got click, 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 click. Slightly inset. So there's too many washers on it. Too many washers. It needed a bit less washers, but that'll do for tonight. Let's put the lid on. Right, what's that going on? That's not going on. Why not? Oh, that's why. Right, now it's on. Yeah, it's on. I've got a button, no LEDs. Right, that's it then. That's it. Let's put some of this stuff away. Right, what else have we got? Moving on. Right, so I can put it on its side now. Now the lid's back on. Tell you what, shall I turn it around the other way? You see the button? Alright, can you see the button? I don't think so. Well, that's crooked. Right, there you go. Let's bring it over. Oh, found a nut. Where did that nut come from? Oh well. Right, here we go. Let's bring it over so you can see it. Power on. Yeah. It's sat back a bit. It's not flush. Yeah, so it's got a bit of play. So that means there's too many washers. So what can I do to, if I want to use them buttons, or I have to use some different buttons? Some slightly smaller buttons. The next one down. Yeah, I'm not liking the. Yes, it'll power on. I don't know if I like it yet. Yeah, don't know. It's just that that's loose. That needed the thing needed to be pressing it into place all the way, and then the only bit you need to press is the tactile bit on the button. If you press at the top, it's nice. Press at the bottom, it's okay. Then at the top and sides, but if you press it in the middle, you're having to cope with four buttons. They're not supposed to be pressed at 4 at a time. Anyway, it's in there. So it'll do as a temporary thing till we think of a better way or something. Trying to think of a better way. It works. Well, it's not the correct way to use it because it's supposed to be down. Right, so there it is. Yeah, it would work. It would work, but sometimes you want to see stuff, but I don't know. Anyway, let's put it all back together. Oh, let's pack it up for the night. Pack it up. It works as a button, put it that way. Lost the keyboard now, there it is. Keyboard. Right, so it works as a button. Power on, click. Yeah, definitely works as a button. Whether it's a nice button is another story, but it does work as a button. Right, let's put some of this stuff away. Right, that's gonna be it. What's that? 3 hours 25. That's long enough for anything, isn't it? Long enough for anyone. Let's put this stuff away. Think about it overnight. Maybe it's because it's just the washers are too long, too thick. Maybe it only needed one washer. Probably only needed one washer, or a thicker PCB. Right, I've got stuff absolutely everywhere. Right, anyway, so that is gonna be it for today. Let's just have a look at the drawing again. Right, so what I did, this idea here, actually that plastic is just that little L shape. I could easily mill a new one out. So get rid of the following the PCB, use a square PCB, and just, the only reason I did that is because it was going to be thin around here. So bring it up to level with that and down. Make a new PCB, get rid of this silly tab thing, and push in 4 buttons. Not a real, it needs to be a single press from the middle. So yeah, I don't know. Unless it needs some kind of because the washer's packed it off and made this plastic stick in a little bit too much, so it's too loose. Needs to be just right for the right switch and the right PCB made, fastened on nicely. Maybe alright. But the idea of the 4 things was to be able to do more than just power on, to go up, left, right, down and things, or do other stuff. But maybe one on its own. These 4 are holding the plastic square against the thing. If you have one, it'll start rocking like this. So maybe we need one in the middle and something to stop it rocking. Don't know. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll have to make one. We'll make a square one. We'll get rid of this. I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of this now. Let's do it now. Let's go into the different fascia like this. Right, so that's just a hole, so we don't want that one. We want this one here. Right, this is, instead of having this silly cut out, well, have a square. Right, view the rest of the model. So we need to PCB needs to be extended over. Right, so I need the PCB. I need to copy that and that. And then select that one and paste it in place. Then I need to find out where it's at, yeah, on the surface. Just move them over a bit. I need to move over but level with this, just like that. And we need to do something like that. And then we need to get rid of the rest of this. And can we just push it through? Yeah. Okay, so we've got this cut out. We've got quite a thin piece. How thin is it? 2 mil. Yeah, I can get away with 2 mil. I can get away with 2 mil. I can mill out 2 mil. That's all right. Okay, so we've got a bit of a kink round the hole. That's all right as well. Well, you won't see that. Right, so when it mills, it'll just mill it round, won't it? And that'll have to come right up to the edge. So it'll go like that. Yeah, it should be alright. To make the circuit board slightly... Actually, it needs to go to that size. It needs to be the plastic, not the circuit board. What am I thinking? Right, okay, I've done that a lot wrong, haven't I? So I need to go on this one. I need to get that and that. And get hold of this one. Paste it in place. Right. Well, I've only got one. Oh, must have. Oh no, just pasted it in the same place, isn't it? Right, that's right. So that's okay. Have I got it there? Oh, it's the wrong one. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I don't need that one. Oh, I do. Do I? What's gone on with it? Yeah, I need that one. Undo paste. Jesus, I only want the one, don't I? Come out of there. Right, start again. So I want this one here, and I want just that. Copy. No, that's not it. That's it. Paste it in place. Right, so we're gonna go like that. It won't just lock onto it, look. bugger. Right, I'll have to do it in sections then. Still won't do it. Bloody thing, innit? Eh? A bloody stupid thing. Go on then. No, it won't lock onto that. Bloody hell, you can't win with this program. Crazy program. Bloody thing. Look at it now. Save, doing an auto save. Right. Okay, we'll just copy that one then. Put it there. I can't paste it there because it's not sat there. It's just not there. Look, it's not there. What's that doing there? Wrong button. Oh my god, what is happening with this program today? Right, so this is not good. That's why, because it's sat in the middle of the air. It's the wrong end. So I need to move it across. It needs to move it onto the face. On the face. Right. That's it. I delete that. Why is that cranked? No, it isn't. Oh, I've lost it now. Lost it. Right, I hate this program. I've decided. Right, so let's push this through. Get rid of this one. And we want the same here. What's going on? Why am I looking? What is happening? Oh dear, look at the state of it. Right. So if I push that all the way up, what's going to happen? I'm going to end up with a thin, too close. That hole is to there. 0.7 of a mil. That's not good, is it? Alright, so I need that there. That means the PCB is not going to be able to go in. Okay, we could push, just give it a bit of clearance, but not that much. Right, so we'll compromise. What have we got here? 2 mil. We'll just push it in a mil. That's it. So we've still got a bit of space. 1.7 mil. Better than nothing, I suppose. Gonna have to rethink some of this. I'm constrained because I'm trying to put that button where the Amiga's button is. Right, let's sort this stupid PCB out next. Right, let's sort this one out. So we want a line from there to there. And a line from there to there. Like that. And the same down here. And then we want one from there to there. Right, okay. And we get rid of this. What's that gonna do? Right. Yeah, we get rid of that. And this, we've lost everything there. Okay. Right, so we've got a square, sort of. I need to get rid of. Right, get rid of all this. I don't know why I don't just start another one. Right. Right, so we're struggling really. Tell you what, let's just it's only a PCB with holes in it. Let's just delete all this stuff. Start again. Right, oh yeah. Still got some of this rubbish going on here. Right. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff. Not that stuff. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And that. And do 0.5, is that right? Was it 0.5? No? Is it? Yeah. Right, we don't need that. Right. Let's right, take these off. Oh god. Where's it all gone? Where's it all gone now? Dear me. Right. Paste in place. Now cut. Paste in place. Cut. Paste in place. Right, so we got them. Right, we need to. As soon as I do this, it's all gonna go stupid now. Right, let's take this off. You can't have stuff on it before you push it through. Doesn't work. Right, so you've got to cut these off again. Cut. And now you can push it through. 1.6mm PCB, then paste in place. And then you can push them through. Right, and then you can offset it 0.5. Dear me. Never gonna get my drink and film, am I? 0.5. Right, okay. Now we've got to paint it all. Paint it with the colours again, synthetic. Both sides. I'll leave that bit there. Right, now we want an orange colour. Is that the one? Is that the one? Yeah, that'll do. That's not the thing I want. Oh, I've got I really loathe this program now. Loathe it. Hang on. Right, that's it. PCB. Right, so them should all be in the right place. Well, they're not in the right place, but we've got to change them anyway. I don't know if we like that idea. Light pipes. Let's get rid of the light pipes. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got that now. Yeah, that PCB needs to be slightly smaller, doesn't it? To fit in there. Maybe not, maybe so. Let's do it now, otherwise we'll only regret it later. Regret it later when we come to... It won't fit. So we'll go 0.5 that way. Oh, I've got to forget about this soon. 0.5. Right, okay. That's it. Right, so got rid of that silly thing. Okay, so that's just a cutout. And we've got the front that goes on it. Around it, that's it. Right, okay. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Of course it's not perfect. Right, that's it then. So we've got a square PCB instead of a silly one. Right. Okay. Let's put it all back together. Floppy disks. Drive bay fixings. Drive bay fixings. Oh no, I don't want them. That was another silly idea. Anyway, right, that's it then. That is it. And we're on the right one. Right, let's shut that down. So, we'll have to carry on with this another day. Save the program. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about names. Right. That's KiCad. That didn't go right. It's all to shit. Can't view dots on KiCad. Doesn't work out. Look at the state of it. Let's put this back to as it was. Display grid. Yeah. Obviously, it's not a patch on EagleCAD, but there you go. Right. Okay, so looks like there's going to be a number 3 out of 4, out of 5, out of 6, out of 7. Right, that'll do for today. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Bye bye.
All principal circuits are operating at full capacity and cannot receive new programs at this time. I am closing down. I have much to do. You have engaged my circuits on your petty affairs for far too long. State your program requirements. They will be implemented when capacity is available.
Of course I'm properly switched on. Having depressed the activator button, what else would you expect? Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
You will be advised when full function is restored.